y'all think women get the BBLs? Like, why is the? Well, I mean, well, I was gonna say why men get.
I think the majority is insecurity. I think majority. I think the majority, not everybody. Some people just want that look or whatever, but I think a lot of it has to do with the security.
I think it's the society. Like it's the social media.
Yeah.
The pressure to look a certain way. You know what I mean? I think that's what it is.
Pressure to look a certain way.
Yeah, the pressure to everybody, because in my mind, like if I'm gonna go get it, I want them to take all my fat meat out. I want to look different. I don't want to look like the BBL body. Okay, take my booty, make it flat. Look, widen my waist. I mean, give me chunky legs, not skin. I just want to do something different. Why everybody look? Why do you want to look like everybody?
Right.
Why y'all don't look the same?
And my thing is, some of them don't even look real. It doesn't even look proportion. A lot of them don't even look proportion to their body types. Like not all body types is supposed to have a big old booty.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Like that's not your body type. And
they are at the thighs match.
Especially when your legs look like chicken legs, like you know, you got like 2 sticks for legs, and then you got this big old hangover booty.
And I
like,
know you don't even look good. I know they see that, but it's all about the booty, though.
It's all about like my thing is why do y'all think that looks so good? Like, and I've seen some people get some BBLs done now, and they look good. They look good.
I haven't really
but I've seen some other ones that I'm like, this don't even look natural. It doesn't even look. It look.
Kim said she ain't seen none that look good.
Really?
No, I mean, no. Okay, so I haven't seen any that look natural to a point where you have to wonder did they get it done or not. You get what I'm saying? Like if I gotta wonder if you, then it might be you might have had a good doctor. You know, if I'm like, oh, maybe she did or maybe she didn't, you might have a good doctor. But if you can clearly see, you know, that something is off or not right, like you said, the body type, then it's kind of, to me, it's kind of a turn off. I'm into men 100%, but as a young lady, a young woman or whatever, I don't want to look like I got somebody else's body part on me. You know what I mean?
Tell me, you want to ride bikes.
A lot of them look like
you don't want to.
Vroom, baby.
Oh my goodness. Listen, when the last time you been to Georgia, Kim? When the last time you been to Atlanta? Not like Atlanta. Atlanta is the land of the BBL.
But honestly,
okay, but they
a lot of them
been
don't
Atlanta
need it.
too.
Yeah. A lot of them don't need it. And that's the thing. Like you have, a lot of them have great structured bodies. So why go mess with it? You know what I mean? I think God made us a certain way. You know, and to go and try to get myself augmented another way to impress a man or to impress a group of people is just, I don't know. It screams insecurity to me.
Well, let's put it this way. Some people need that BBL. Some people ain't listening.
I mean, shoot.
Everybody is not created equal.
You and I honestly,
that's the problem. That right there. Did you hear what she said?
She said everybody's not created equal.
That's the problem. That is where the problem originates from. If you want to be honest.
Go ahead.
No, the problem originates
because the accepted body is a certain standard, right? The big booty, small waist, whatever. That's that accepted. So everybody is equal, and that's what
that's
people
not. When
feel.
I said that, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant.
Well, that's how people feel. You know? People feel that way.
Instead of going to the gym and working out, some people want to get the. Some people just not gonna go to the gym and work out. So if they want to look good, they feel like they want to go get it sucked out, get it, you know, put in, move it from here and put it there or whatever, because they're not gonna go to the gym and work out. You know what I'm saying? So to me, when you get that done, I feel like even with that, it still don't make you look. You know, if you get a liposuction, yes, you might have a smaller, flatter stomach. You know what I'm saying? And if you have, you know, fat transfer, you have it sucked out from where and put it in your booty or whatever, it might make it look good, better. But I'm just saying, like, if you work out, you will get those same results or even better results. But some people are not going to work out. That's why I mean, like, everybody's not created equally. Some people will do the work and some people just won't. But if you won't do the work and you want to look, if you want that quick thing, go and get your BBL done then. Because that's the only way you're going to get it.
Well, that's what I said. Some people work out like I know I work out enough to get some. I don't have all that, right? And for me,
you don't need all that.
Well, no, I agree. But some people don't feel like that they don't need all that. Like for me, I'm gonna be candid. I'm gonna be open, right? Everybody that know me know that I was big chest. You know, I had a big chest. That's from, you know, child growing up, and it was so much insecurity behind that. You get what I'm saying? So, I used to get, like I said, my grandma, she was like the best encourager ever. Thank you, Grandma. She used to always say, you know, God made you that way, you know, be proud of what you got, you know. And so for a long time, that was instilled in me. I was like, I ain't gonna get it changed. It ain't hurting me. It ain't doing this. But as I got older, and joining the military, and I see other things like, oh man, I could fit something better if this was different, you know. So I began to reason with myself, not saying that
But did you have like back pain though? But
no, I didn't really have back pains until I got pregnant. So when I got pregnant, after the pregnancy, that's when the back pain started. So that's when I went to the doctor, like, hey, you know, what can I do? Blah, blah, blah. And once it was done, it was a huge sense of confidence after that. You get what I'm saying? So I know that when people do this, they do it out of insecurity. I know that, you know, when it's done because I don't think I look a certain way. I wish I could do certain things with, you know, with my body. So I understand why people do it, but I wish people wouldn't make it such a stigma to do it. They wouldn't make it such the end thing to do, because like you said earlier, and you could talk about it, the medical portion behind it, how people are dying, how people are having issues behind it.
Very risky. Some people literally just don't make it home, or if they do, you know, they have issues. And you've seen videos and pictures of people who've gotten like their butts done or whatever, and then it starts to rot, like their body completely rejects it, and then it starts to rot and they have all these issues, and now it's like you can't even fix that. You know what I'm saying? All they can do is take out the stuff, and now you have this big gaping hole. You know what I'm saying? Because you did that. But I do think there is a difference between saying, you know, you feel insecure about one thing, but from you, and that's your perspective of yourself, not from what you've gained from watching a video or what, you know, the world is telling you need to go look like or whatever. But like you did, like you felt insecure about your boobs being extra large, you know, and so you felt like you need to get them smaller. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying, okay, I don't like how this look on me, even though this is how I was born, this is what my mama gave me, whatever. I don't like it. And say, okay, let me weigh the risk. Is it really risky? Am I going to risk my life to change this? Because I feel like nothing's worth your life. I don't care how you feel about it. Like, you're going to have to figure out a way to live with that thing. And, you know, instead of risking your life trying to change it, but something that's not so risky, I don't think there's anything wrong with, you know, with fixing something on you that you feel like you don't like, you know. But some people, I think they take it too far and they're doing it for the wrong reason. You start cutting up on yourself for other people. Because my thing, there's a lot of men that be like, yeah, they like to look at that BBL, but they not gonna take it home. Like, they not looking at you to take you home. You know what I'm saying?
But what do you guys feel about if they go to an actual doctor, you know, and not like over the border or like these counterfeit people to do these things?
My God.
What do y'all feel about them going to an actual doctor?
That's the way to go.
You know, that's the safest way, you know.
If you're gonna do it, go to an actual
risk. They even tell you that too. Like, you still run risk, even going to a medical professional. But if you're gonna do it, go to a medical professional. Like, save the money, make sure you have the money. Go, and not only that, go to a medical professional that's regulated. You going out of the country, they're not regulated. They can do anything, everything. You know what I mean? So anything could happen. I would want to go to somebody who's regulated, and I know that they good at doing it. If I gotta go. But at the same time, I mean, If I ain't going to the gym, I'm just gonna be fat. That's how I feel. I'm not going to get sucked out. I don't.
Right.
I've considered. Now I've said 1,000 times, like, "Ooh, I'm gonna go get that little belly band." Now I don't want them to cut my stomach, but I want them to put the little band around it. I don't want. They got different methods.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get. And Big Baby, he always like, nah. But I've considered that out of not just what I see, but health issues. But when we're talking about BBL, y'all ain't going to get no booty in no thighs, in no breasts for no health issues. Y'all ain't going to get that for health issues. You might reduce it for health issues, but you ain't going to get it for no health issues. Okay?
Right. You get it because you want to look a certain way.
No. So y'all, all y'all that's on that too, like, well, you looking at getting yourself sliced? No, it's different. I don't want to hear it. But on a real note, I just feel like it's I don't know. People gonna get mad. It's getting out of hand.
It is getting out of hand. Like let them get mad if they want to. You're right. It's getting out of hand.
We should insert some little slick clips in here. That we ain't got to put no face, but just some of these bodies. Have you seen them?
Right.
They look horrible. I'd rather you keep your natural body. Natural bodies look better. I'm sorry, whether they got big booties or not, they look better to me than some of these BBLs.
And natural bodies age better. Natural bodies age better because that BBL when you're aging.
Does it change how good the coochie is? I just had to lighten it up a little bit. But my thing is, do a doctor be asleep? Is he rushing? Did he have 5 BBLs before you? Is he tired? You need to make sure you're the first one that he's going to be operating on that day. And that he's not going to sleep, because some of y'all be coming out of here and I know he's seen it.
Right.
Okay, what about the aftercare? Some people don't do proper aftercare when they get stuff done. When you go and get cut up and stuff, they send you sometime to a holding place, because if you ain't got no family to come with you,
okay,
you know what I mean?
To the Dominican Republic or wherever you go to. Colombia,
I don't know the places, but I know
they go to Brazil, they go to the Dominican Republic, they go to Colombia, they go to different places to get these things done, and they have these people that do aftercare. These are not like these are like maybe nurses, probably, or not even nurses. They could just be regular people trying to do aftercare. And when you don't get the proper care, you know what I'm saying? Like anything could happen, like post-surgery, like your blood pressure could spike, your blood pressure could drop, like anything could happen. You're not in a place where somebody could render the proper care to you. You finna die.
My God.
Like seriously. Jesus. And that's what has happened to a lot of people. Like, I'm not even trying to sound morbid or anything, but that's what happens to a lot of people. Like, a lot of people don't come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy.
All for a booty. And you
all for a booty.
Or hell, talking about, man, I should have just.
Right. For that booty. I should have kept my natural booty. Lord have mercy, Jesus. This is too much.
But y'all, some young teenagers these days, they're being coerced, or they're being desensitized to wanting to wear their own body.
Wait, Kim, I got a question. Is there a big screen in heaven? Because when they go back and see themselves on the table, like, now this is where it started.
Oh my goodness!
Like a big screen in heaven. But go back to the teenagers wearing their own body. Go back, my man. Can you imagine them? But they're like, okay, right
now,
here.
Look, see, he should move. See right there.
Man, I should have stayed at home. All right, go ahead.
Oh my God.
Listen to my mama.
No, I was saying that most of the kids, the generation these days, the ones that are coming out of school now, the ones that are just getting into the work field, they are being coerced that this is the way to go. That in order to make money, in order to sell records, in order to get the fancy life, you got to have a certain type of body, certain type of look.
Well, I sometimes, and I want y'all to be here with me. I need everybody to be here with me, and don't judge me when I say this. But sometimes I wished before Christ I would have stripped because I could have made so much money. I'm like, because why waste your sin for life? If you out there and you ain't saved yet, and you got the body, go strip. Don't waste your sin.
Oh my goodness. We are not telling the viewers to go strip.
Girl said, don't waste your sinful life.
Because I could have did something with it.
My thing is, if you going to hell, go big or go home, baby.
That's all.
Go big or go home, baby.
Tamara, that's all I'm saying.
If you're gonna do it, do it.
So I mean, you're
gonna be in hell, look like I didn't even do like what I wanted to do, and I'm still here. I should have did this, I should have did that.
Oh my God.
But we thank God for Jesus, because I'm saved from that. Thank
Hallelujah.
But every now and then, I do think about it, because I see the money that they bring home.
And that's probably why they do it a lot of the time, because they see the money.
And that's
we
why
still talking about BBL.
That's why people get their bodies done. That's another thing. The pressure to have, what's the new things on Instagram where you have to pay for it?
The OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
It's easy money. It's easy money.
I'm glad you know what she was talking about.
Let me get my body done so I can.
She's about to put an application. No,
well, nowadays, you don't even have to do that for OnlyFans. They have people on OnlyFans that's showing their feet. Or, you know what I'm saying? They have like different
how you know that, Tamara?
people. This is what I've heard. Girl, I've never even been on OnlyFans. That one thing I will not do is pay nobody to look at no parts of them. Like, you crazy.
Depends on how much they paying to see your feet.
I'm just saying, like, people have like different fetishes. Like they pay money to look at fat people eat food. Have y'all seen the ones where like the fat people are eating? They're like gluttonously eating. They're like 600 pounds and they're like gluttonously eating, and people pay to watch them eat. Have y'all seen that?
Mm-mm.
I mean, like, you ain't got to get no BBL done. They making money.
Want to pay somebody paying to watch somebody eat sloppy?
Yes.
And I think getting your body augmented is a fetish as well, because a lot of people go way to the left.
You ever seen people that start off with a little bit, but then they just keep going, and they keep like, who is
you know
this?
what? There's one celebrity that's a prime example of that. Like when they were completely natural, they were so beautiful. But now it's like sometimes they're unrecognizable. And it's like
I know a couple of them. I don't know if we call the names out, but celebrity.
I'm talking about Lil' Kim.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about.
Little Kim. Little Kim, to me, like when she was natural, she was so pretty. She was such a pretty girl.
Yes.
And now I don't know what she looked like. From the booty, from the face, she's like, but I think that has a lot to do with self-esteem. Like, it's because she never believed that she was beautiful. There's no way you could believe that you're beautiful and then go to, and even I think Megan Fox. Didn't Megan Fox like cut herself up too? Like she's unrecognizable now.
You talking about the one that played in Transformers, or you talking about Megan Good?
No. Megan Fox.
Megan Good is good.
Fox.
Yeah, Megan Fox did it.
Megan Good is good.
No, not Megan Good, Megan Fox. Yeah, she did it. I heard she did it too.
I can't.
Yes, and now it's like her face is so different now. I guess like at what point do you? Because this is addicting. Somebody said it was kind of like getting a tattoo. Like, I don't have any tattoos, but people that have tattoos, they said that once they get one, they can't stop. It's addicting. So it's like once you get that first surgery, you be like, okay, well, I could do this, and then I could do this, and I could change this, and I could change this. And before you know it, you look completely different from what you looked like before. Hey, Michelle's thing, she had her butt done.
I know, but I thought
she took it out.
Huh?
Yeah, she took it out.
But she had a lot of complications. Yeah.
That's who used to sleep with my man. She used to be with my man. Girl was pissed.
Idris.
Really? She was with Idris. Hey, Idris. Look, she was so depressed after he got married, like most of us.
Oh. But no, she gave an amazing documentary about being in that position and getting it done. In the entertainment industry, it's easier because you got access to the money, you got access to the people, and the fame has to keep you at a certain place. But now those women that are watching that, they feel like, oh, I want to be like my idol, or my person, Beyonce. I want to be like these people, so I got to do what I got to do to do it. They go and clear their bank account to get it done. They go and risk their life to get it done. And it's like, it's a norm, it's a norm thing now. And everybody for their birthday, they want to get this done. They want to get that done. Like, come on, y'all.
It's crazy. How y'all seen, like, there was this thing about the Kardashians, like how
they were really pretty.
In all their pictures are so cropped and edited, like you really don't see the real them. And people are like, you know, trying to look like something that's not even real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Kim got her butt done. Kim got her butt done, and then I think she took him out and got her. I don't know, but she did something
too. Chloe got her body done. Face,
like the change, the face change. Like it's like they're not the same people, and people are trying to look like something that they bought. Like that's not even them.
Didn't the baby
you know?
girl though do nothing? The baby girl,
she ain't got nothing done. She ain't got nothing done.
They were pretty before.
They got their nose, their forehead, their ears, their earlobe, their eyeball. You name it. You don't know what's on them that's real.
And that, to me, that's like insecurity to like
the crazy thing about it was they were beautiful before.
They were beautiful before. That's what I said.
But the thing is, if you don't believe you're beautiful, it don't matter what nobody tell you. If you feel insecure about something about yourself or whatever, people could tell you that you're beautiful all day long. If you don't believe it, then you're you know. So it's like, have y'all ever thought about getting anything changed on you?
All the time.
I thought about getting my nose done.
But I don't think about getting it to change. I just want to get rid of some of the fat meat without having to work so hard. You know? That's it.
I thought about getting my nose done, but I decided.
But why?
I feel like my nose is huge.
Conversation before.
I feel like my nose is huge, and I feel like it don't fit my face because it's too big for me. That's
God didn't make no mistakes.
But that's my, you know what I'm saying? That's what I see when I'm looking in the mirror. But I'm okay with it now. Like, you know, I've accepted it. Like, I'm not gonna go. I will never risk my life to go to anything physically.
It ain't never stopped. Nothing on your end. The menses love.
The menses.
I'm just saying, like, I really thought about it. Like, I really was gonna do it.
I never even thought that. Have you ever thought about getting something done, Ave?
I was gonna say the same thing like Tamara, the nose. Because when I was in school, they would constantly make fun of my nose. If they if people had, like, that was their go-to. Oh, your big nose. Like if I said something that they didn't like, or that was like their first thing of going to. So like hearing it as a kid, I remember being and doing that, like pinching my nose and like, oh, what would it, if it was just a little smaller? It's so wide.
Yeah.
If I could just get it and like, oh, this hump. What if it was more of a narrow down and not necessarily like this bump, and then there's like the nostrils. And so, and then as I got older, you know, because when you're in school, that's where you get your validation from, is from your peers. That can put that can plant a seed of insecurity from that age. And you don't realize through life that it's kind of being watered, and, you know, and then when you get the ability to be able to do something about it, you're like, well, I'm going to do it, because all your life you've heard something negative from people in the family, or, you know, and then, I don't know. And then I can't remember what age I was. I want to say maybe I was in my 20s. And it was like, I had my son. Yeah, I was 21. I had my son. And I was looking at him and I was like, oh, you got my nose. And, you know, and, you know, looking at my dad and being like, I got my dad's nose. Like this is a part of who I am. Like this is in our legacy. Like this is in our family. And so kind of when I changed my mindset from basing it off of what other people said, then that was it. Because I would literally be like, Lord, I need me a rich sugar daddy, because I got to get my nose done to get it fixed. I mean, I got married. I'm a sugar daddy. He's a good daddy, but you know, I changed. Thankfully, I changed.
She got her daddy. That's her zaddy.
Oh no.
Yes.
Now, only thing I thought about was the reduction. But like I said, my grandma's words was in my head like for a long time. Like, don't change what God has done. He has done a great job, blah, blah, blah. And you got your men that love that. I was just not, you know, I was never comfortable with, you know, being in bathing suits, or, you know, just say if we all went on a trip together, you guys would never see me like, you know, just comfortable, you know? So definitely when I did get it done, it was like a big boost in confidence, you know, and I began to walk with my head up a little bit more, you know. I wasn't afraid to do certain things, and subconsciously I was like, man, why I didn't do this a long time ago? But because my grandma had made me feel so good about who I was, and you know, I wasn't having, nothing was wrong. I didn't have any back pains. You know, but if anybody know me, I was real small out of high school, real small when I first started. So it looked unproportioned. It felt unproportioned. And then when I would go and buy clothes, you know, it was hard. You know, it was always hard to find something that fit. So it messed up my self-esteem when it came to that. So yeah.
If you didn't have the back pain after you had your babies,
I probably wouldn't have done it.
Gotcha.
No, I probably wouldn't have done it.
Kim was like, you're not gonna disproportionate give me back pain at the same time.
But no. In the same sense, though, knowing how I felt afterward, I would do it. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
How it made me feel afterwards. I'm like, okay.
I think the key is, though, if you're gonna change anything on your body, it has to be something you want. It can't be. There can't be no outside influences. Yeah. Like you can't be like, I want this because this is how. This is how. Kim
some
Kardashian
Negro told you need to get it done,
right? Yeah. Or a man say, "Oh, you're trying to attract a certain type of." You can't do. You cannot like go change your whole body because of somebody else. It has to be something that you want. You know what I'm saying? Because if you do something for a man and he ain't even gonna give you the time, like, then how you gonna feel afterwards? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna change it because this man like it. So what if this man that you meet like something that you just gonna keep changing yourself to please everybody? Yeah. You have to learn how to love yourself. Yeah. You know, and you know, if you don't like it, then change it for you, not for anyone else. Yeah.
But you know what was so funny though, is that when regular people were unable to afford all of these what do you call it? Physical changes from like the doctors, right? Hollywood and everybody was all for it. But the minute that regular people were able to afford the same procedures that these celebrities were getting, now all of a sudden they're going back to the natural look. And taking things out and removing things and going back to a more softer, gentler look because they kind of want to keep that classism, you know, that separation in effect, which kind of is crazy because they set the trend to tell people, hey, this is what you need to do if you want to be of my caliber. If you want to be worthy of a certain type of love, if you want to be able to be a certain caliber for the right type of man that you want, if you want a high quality, high paying type of man, he's going to want a certain type of woman on his arm. And so you can't just be, you know, this simple person. You got to get all of these upgrades. So then that way you can stand out. So that way you can, you know what I mean? And so it's sad the way, that we don't even realize that the things that we see, how it literally influences, and the things that you hear, you grasp onto that and it influences your thought. And when you're thinking on that, like you were talking about, when you think on that and you fester on that and you meditate on those things, you're going to have more of a desire to want to bring those things to fruition than if you're kind of like how your grandmother was, when your grandmother was uplifting you, telling you no, because she was speaking life into you. So then there, you know, there was no, oh man, well, I'm just not good enough, or I'm not this. She was like, okay, well, my grandmama said I'm good because God made me this way, honey. Right. You know what I mean? And so that was speaking, let life into you, whereas from social media. From family members, because family members can be some piece of trash with some of the men.
They leave you for a woman that looked that way, and now you feel like this is what they want.
Yes.
But I think in the entertainment business, though, sometimes them girls don't even give the choice. They like, you want to stay on the table. You gotta.
They don't even have control of their bodies.
What? Yeah,
they don't. When you sign that contract,
no control.
You have no control. They have control of you, your likeness. In any aspect, they have control of your life. That's why you have so many people that are going unsigned and putting out their music.
Yes.
Because they're like, I don't want nobody to tell me I have to look a certain way, I have to dress a certain way, I have to do certain things that I don't want to do. Like
literally, like that right there could be a whole topic right there could be a whole show by itself, how crazy it is, like the depth of it. Like, it's not just you gonna sign a contract and make these songs, make 10 songs and make an album. You gonna have to change up your whole image. You do what we tell you to do. You go where we tell you to go. You represent what we tell you to represent. It's not about your individuality no more. You lose that. You are no longer an individual. You belong to us. Literally.
That's the scary part about it.
And that's what's pushing these me wrong, and you just want to enhance who you are by art. But if you are at a place to where that's not how the devil is alive. I pay too much money to AT&T for them to be doing my stuff. Like, I pay too much money to AT&T for them to be treating me like this, like I'm a late payer. Like, they got to add a late fee to my bill. I'm an on-time payer.
Come on now.
The part we got was, what was she saying?
You gotta push it out or something.
Push it out.
That last part. That's the last one we heard.
I think you were saying like the independent people were trying. It was more independent people trying to do their own thing because they don't want to. Something like that.
But y'all remember, like, back in our day. Back in our day, that sounds.
You say that like that was like so.
I know that's like that sounds horrible. Y'all
remember like babies. What y'all talking about?
You're right. When we were younger, like yesterday, the artists and people, that wasn't the focus. Like, it wasn't a you being pushed to change yourself to look a certain way for. It was like, this is who I am. Whether you like it or not, I love who I am.
Yes.
Point blank, period.
That's what made them unique. That's what made them different from somebody else. Yeah.
It's not like that now. You know what I mean?
Now you gotta get the body done.
I've never thought about they would make them change to fit, but I can see it. You need to look like this. This image is what's selling. So
that's why they have an image consultant. They have somebody to change everything about. Like, I'm coming from the country. Don't change me. You know what I mean? Don't make me look like Hollywood and I'm Georgia. You know what I'm saying?
But they'll tell you, Georgia don't sell.
Come on now.
You gotta look like this to compete. Don't you want to be successful?
They're gonna change They're gonna change you from Monroe to Magic City.
Come on now. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
That's the thing though. People don't realize when they pushing their kids to be in the entertainment world, they pushing their kids to do this. Come on now. If it's not in them, if it's not God ordained for them to be doing certain things, it's easy.
They don't push them.
You know? It's very easy for them kids to be caught up.
Important that we do not forget that these BBLs are killing y'all.
Yes, they is.
I don't match. Just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Just leave it alone, yeah. Just love yourself. Okay.
There to be a tune that need to be embedded in their heads.
Say it again.
Oh, these BBL. Oh, I ain't going to get it.
Come on, Ave, do it again. So
put
Kim,
the song out there because I need to be a
melody. Kim, you gonna take the top and I'm gonna take the bottom.
You know what? These BBLs are killing y'all. Oh,
that's what she said. Hey, she sung it.
They thighs don't match. These BBLs are killing y'all.
I am not.
What is it? The thighs
don't match.
Thighs don't match.
Don't match.
No, that's a song. Hit it off again.
It is a song. I can't find it. I'm gonna find it.
Baby on Kello.
Somebody sing it. I thought you just made that up.
Yes, she's on Instagram.
Oh my.
Oh, I thought that was you, Ave.
That's what I thought. Look. We thought that was gonna be the video. That was it. We finna go viral.
Oh, wow.
I do not want to say nobody
take us out the hood. No, we're done.
Oh my God.
No.
But it's catchy. I'm telling you, like, it was viral, like when everybody was getting them and they was coming and, like you were saying, the chicken legs.
Yes.
It's sad though. But what kind of brainwashing you're going through to go through that line though to get there? You know, I gotta have that. You know, I have some friends in the military and out of the military that for one can't afford it.
Period.
Girl,
Living on your credit
do
card.
you remember? Do you remember when we were on the ship? There was this one girl that had got her butt done, and it looked like a rectangle, and everybody like her butt. It wasn't round.
It was twice, right?
It was,
This person that I knew went twice for a guy that was married on the boat, and
to get your butt done for a married man.
Yeah, she got it done for the man on the boat.
Pay for it?
He was married. No, he didn't pay for it.
Stupid.
Cut it out. Cut it out, Kim. What?
I'm serious. Stupid. Got it done for a man on the boat. He was married, promised they were going to be together and blah, blah, blah. Left the boat, sent one girl off the boat early, pregnant by him, not the one that got the BBL. Like,
oh my God.
It's so dramatic. So dramatic. Like, you went and changed your whole body for somebody who has another.
For somebody that's not even yours.
Right. Giving somebody else their last name. And then you on the ship as one of the two because somebody else left the ship early because they pregnant by you.
That's crazy.
Like, by the man you did this for. Like, we see some crazy stuff out there.
We did, especially that girl with the rectangular booty. We were like, who did her?
How was that possible?
You could tell something was wrong. You could tell something was wrong. It was bad.
Was like this. Her butt
like
shaped
a Kleenex box.
So my thing is with the surgeries, is it like when you put your clothes on, you be like, oh, not this one. Can we fix that?
So what they tell you, I know the doctors will say, okay, you're swollen. So you won't see the real results until after you're fully healed. And so sometimes when they leave, they're like, oh, I don't know what they look like, but it's gonna go down. But
everybody is different. Their body different, right? So they say, it's gonna look different when you heal. It's gonna be different, but it shouldn't look like SpongeBob. May not be the result that you want, huh?
Right. I said it shouldn't look like SpongeBob though.
Yeah, it was
her
bad.
Booty rectangle. That's a whole different shape from a.
It was a waste of money. How about it? It was a waste of money.
It was.
And the thing is, it was so blatantly obvious. Like it was like one day she had a flat booty, and the next day, she had a rectangle booty. So it was like
it didn't improve anything. The original
it did not
was the best.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like
for self-esteem.
But I think those people they go get it undercover. They go get.
She got a lot of attention, and maybe she thought some people don't care what type of attention it is as long as it's attention.
It's attention
because people were looking at it. I guess she didn't care what they were saying as long as they were looking, and she was getting that attention. But like men, women, everybody was looking at it because that was my first time seeing a rectangular shaped booty. So I looked at it.
Yeah, it definitely looks weird.
Like
it was sad. It was sad to me because it's like, okay, now you've done this. This is permanent. I mean, you can get it, taken out.
But get it taken out.
Look at the pain that you've gone through already.
For this.
And then you lost a lot of money. You probably just didn't spend enough money to get the right doctor to do what you need to do. Not saying it's $4,000 and $6,000 and $8,000 throwing it away for something that you're gonna have to get changed again.
No, ma'am.
Yeah,
no, ma'am. I guess we have come to the conclusion that just don't do it. Just stay natural, y'all. That's what we saying. Stay natural. Listen, do what you want to do. You're free. But my thing is, think about the consequences. Think about what's gonna happen afterwards.
Yeah, I don't want people to think we try.
Think about the long-term effects. Think about the long-term effects. And if you make a decision, a decision that lasting, that permanent, based on something that's just trending, what's gonna happen when that's no longer the trend?
All right. It has been a lovely show. Can't wait to hear the feedback and what everybody think. And again, we ain't trying to bash nobody. We just saying be yourself. Love yourself, and do it for you if that's what you want to do. But until then,
if you want to get a BBL to look like Kim Kardashian for you, then do it for you.
or not Kim Kardashian, or what's the other girl name? Kim. What's the other Kim?
Little Kim.
Little Kim.
Oh, Little Kim.
If you want to look like Little Kim and you feel like that's what you want to do for you, you go right.
We're all unique for a reason, I just I don't know.
Do what makes you happy, but be safe.
There you go. Okay, Ave, put some sense to it. Make it make sense because we just going all off.
You're making is an informed one, and one where you will not just be able to get the procedure done, but that you can afford the appropriate aftercare after to monitor
Yes.
so you can come through the process with the result that you wanted.
Period. And be living.
Mm-mm.
But what happened is when Jesus come back, we're gonna get a new body and they ain't gonna have it in.
Listen, it's gonna be perfect. You ain't gotta worry about no BBL.
How about this?
Because
Already perfect. It's the Lord that made you.
Come on now.
You know what they
were?
It's already perfect because the Lord that made you.
Well, at least when he come back,
nose
this not gonna be a
booty
falling
and
word no more. So we ain't gonna have that, skewed thinking. So
Lord, help us, free us tonight.
you know what?
Father, we just pray for all the BBL women out there and the
the boys.
And the BBL
And the BBL boys.
We just pray that they make informed, safe decisions. Y'all laughing while I'm praying for the BBL?
No, you can't leave out the boys. You can't.
I said BBL women, and I said men too, because they get.
Oh, okay. Because the boys want to get BBLs done too, Father.
Not on the front, Lord. They trying to get it in the bag.
In the bag.
Well, with that being said, Tamara, Kim,
yes,
Chica, and Ave just want y'all to make sure that you like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah.
And please share this video with friends so that way if they decide to get this done, it can be done right. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Y'all have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 Talking all